you know, not only sonically, but obviously, you know, physically, appearance-wise. You know, maybe there's some folks in here who don't fully understand. Can you explain a little bit about the different personas? There's MF Doom. There's also Victor Vaughn. There is also King Ghidra. Can you break that down a little bit for folks?
Yeah, well, the idea of having different characters to, you know, different characters really just to get the storyline across. You know, coming from one particular character all the time makes, to me, the story boring. I get that mainly from like novels and that style of writing, you know what I mean, or movies, you know what I'm saying, where there's multiple characters to carry the storyline. It all might be written by one writer, you know what I mean, or directed by one director, but there's multiple characters in order to, you know, you need it, you know what I'm saying? So the more the better with me. This way, I could come from one point of view, another point of view. They might even disagree on certain things. I think a lot of times in hip hop, especially, artists get kind of pigeonholed into being like, if you're the guy, and that's, you know, it's kind of limiting in a way. So I look at it like, you know, I'm a writer, like the same way with the skits. You know, like have the record tell a story. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, have little intervals where, you know, it's like cut scenes. You know what I'm saying? To where, you know. Yeah, to me, everything just flows better when I got multiple characters to portray the you know, the story. You know?
How would you define you know, how would you define Doom's character then? What is Doom's sort of you know, what's his perspective? What are his characteristics?
Yeah, the character Doom in particular. He's more like the old school, you know, OG old timer. Villain, you know, like he's the typical villain that you have in any story where, you know, a lot of people misunderstand him, you know, but he's always looked at as the bad guy, but he really got a heart of gold, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, he's for the children, and, you know, and you know, it's like a Robin Hood kind of character.
So he's a sympathetic villain.
Yeah, loved by the people, but then the powers that be may not really get along with how he get down, you know what I'm saying?
And what about Victor Vaughn, another character?
Yeah, Vic is similar, but he's younger. He's more like a younger, like say 18, 19-year-old young whippersnapper, think he know it all kind of, you know. A lot of times he disagree with Doom, but still he looks up to Doom. You know what I mean? Yeah.
And what about King Ghidra?
Ghidra's an interesting character. You know what I mean? The whole direction of Ghidra is like, okay, he's not even from the Earth, you know what I'm saying? He's from outer space, you know. And he channels the information to Doom in order for Doom to produce and whatnot. So Doom is kind of, he gets the message from Ghidra. So Ghidra is not even on Earth. He's more of a, like an etheric being, you know what I'm saying?
Now, what physical form would Ghidra take then? Is he human, or is he human-like, or is he something else?
Yeah, nah, Ghidra's straight reptilian. Like he would be like a 300-foot, you know, three-headed dragon, golden, like, you know. It's actually from the whole Toho Godzilla films. So he's again, it's just a villain theme, you know what I mean? The bad guy. Ghidra's that classic bad guy, and even in those films, like, you know, strong, real strong, where they had to jump him at the end in order to get him. They always end up somehow chasing him away, though, right? You know, because, you know, the whole hero thing, the hero got to win. But if you really look at it, Ghidra is really stronger than all of them, you know what I'm saying? But he's still that oddball, you know what I'm saying?